All right, guys, I want to talk about these two bitches and what their selfishness and radical ideas mean to everyone else in the country who is seriously suffering. We're going to talk about that right after this.
Because I am hard, you will not like me. But the more you hate me, the more you will learn. I am hard, but I am fair. Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
All right, welcome back. So we have a couple of women who for all intents and purposes have radical ideas and or have the power to do very damaging things in this country. And the first bitch I want to show is Miss none other than AOC.
There's a lot that we could be doing right now, but ultimately I think when we talk about this idea of reopening society, only in America does the president, when the president tweets about liberation, does he mean go back to work? When we, have this discussion about going back or reopening, I think a lot of people should just say, no, we're not going back to that. We're not going back to working 70-hour weeks just so that we could put food on the table and not even feel any sort of semblance of security in our lives.
She says we're not ready to go back to work because, for whatever reason, but we are. And sadly, yes, the economy needs a boost. And it's not going to come from more debt, more stimulus checks, more bailouts, more large companies like Harvard and Shake Shack and all these other companies that are getting these bailouts and or loans that are designed for small businesses. That's anybody with less than 500 employees. And so for her to say that we're not ready to go back to work yet, well, she might be sitting comfy in her house. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people that really need to get back to work. Oil is at an all-time low right now, which is costing people jobs. And for her to say some stuff like that, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. Of course, I know I don't usually agree with anything that she says. I think she's trying to stall it for her own agenda, like the Green Deal and things like that. So, I don't know. What do you think? I think that was not a very good statement to make, but yet she's never been one to possess a lot of brains. Now, on to the grand poobah of bitches, Nancy Pelosi. This is a Trump ad, but it shows her showing off ice cream and candies and things like that, luxury items that people wish they could have right now, but they could barely afford a can of peas. And you're going to see some of this heartache in this country as people are closing up their businesses, and she's not doing anything to bring in funding or even try to come up with a solution to get them back into their businesses and reopen this economy. And we're going to talk about that after we play her. Ready?
We turn now to that $350 billion fund to help small businesses and its workers get through the shutdown.
It will be up to Congress to restock it.
But Democrats blocking that move this morning.
They asked for $250 billion in 48 hours. I said, well, I don't think so. They objected, and I congratulate the Senate Democrats.
Speaker Pelosi, what are you going to share with us from your home?
Chocolate candy.
Thousands have been forced to wait for hours at food banks all across the country.
This is
Oh my.
chocolate, and then we have some other chocolate here. We just got it restocked with the ice cream.
You don't want to eat up everything all at one time.
I can't do it much longer. I'm trying so hard.
We were, shall we say, enjoying.
Having to admit that, yeah, we're starving, and
I like it better than anything else.
Taping this segment, there are 22 million people out of work.
This specific program is about stopping job losses today.
This is hurting people bad.
Other people in our family look for some other flavors, but
Right now, it's survival move. You don't know where that next something else is going to come from.
I don't know what I would have done if ice cream were not invented. I just wonder.
Really? People are waiting in line for hours at the food bank. They don't have jobs. People are starving to death. Do you really think when James Corbin asked you to show you something in your home, that was the best thing to show? Like, look at me, and probably paid for that food with government money? And she's like, well, they're asking for $250 billion in 48 hours. I don't think so. What, is she the treasurer now? People need help. Granted, this is probably not the best way to do it, but and yeah, it's going to come at a very dear cost. But what are people supposed to do? All their life savings that they invested in their business, and now the doors are just closed, and she's eaten a $14 pint of ice cream. Like it's nothing. Like it's dollar store burritos. And then we have Miss AOC up there. I don't know about her. Both of them have got to go. And you know what? It's your fault if these bitches get back in on the next election. You can vote them out. Now, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. But this is wrong. People are hurting. They're starving. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And these two are acting like it's no big deal. You know, and we're going to boycott working. Oh, no, we're not. We need to get back to work. The virus ain't going nowhere. But you know what? If you don't get some bills paid and other things like that, you might be going somewhere. It's called the street. People have to spend all day in line at the food bank to get a bag full of groceries. While this one here, she don't care. She's eating her ice cream. We just got it restocked. Wow. Absolutely wow. I mean, unbelievable. Well, that's all I got for this one, guys. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up, including after I investigate a little bit more, but a document I found that stated that Obama had to pretty much claim a foreign citizenship in order to get a grant or loan for school. So we're gonna be talking about that as soon as I can get just a little bit more information. But like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so when that video and all my other videos come out, you won't miss anything. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay woke, stay sane.